There you go, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for recording, and so that means we are starting our brand new Timberborn playthrough in its entirety, and we're here to name our Iron Teeth settlement on the Ancient Waterways map, the map that was honorably mentioned during the Builder Map contest. And of course we are playing on Update 7 on Hardcore. And what do we call our settlement? Such tough questions, such tough questions. We shall go for... We're gonna go for New Dam, like New York. We're gonna go ahead and start there. All of our beavers come out, but however, let's pause a second. Let's have a quick look at the map around us. Okay, let's press T so we can see underwater. We have a bad water outlet here, coming from down here. Okay, so this is our bad water source, surrounded by scrap iron. We have a little scrap iron mine here. We have another one here. Nothing in these hollow tubes. A little bit of scrap iron around them. And... okay, it seems like we might just have the one. Oh no, there's another one there, hidden in plain sight. Two bad water sources. Then we have our clean water source, which comes along the aqueduct. Do we have any more is the question. This is an outlet. Nope, that's a blockage. Okay, so potentially... we got another one here. Comes up from the middle. Okay, so I think that's it. Comes along here, falls down, comes off to here. Cascading down both sides. Okay, yeah, so I think that is it. So, and we have access to quite a lot of wood to start with, to be honest. This bottom valley can be completely flooded as well, which I don't know, we may or may not do. It seems like that's going to be one of our best areas for growing crops. However, of course, we do now have dirt on top of buildings, and we do have much more access to different things. Of course, as well, we are Iron Teeth, so we use a slightly less irrigated soil compared to Folktales, as some of our food is a lot more mechanical based. Okay, so let us begin. I'm going to go ahead and pick myself one tree cutter down here. He's going to get everything down this side as well. And then we are also going to have another lumberjack just in here. I believe he should get, yep, everything in this valley. Let's not forget to actually mark the trees for cutting, because that is usually something I'm very guilty of. We do miss like 2 trees, 3 trees, because they're slightly up on raised platforms. Those will be surviving trees, it seems. And then we are also going to come across this way, and also want a little berry farm by there as well. join everything up. Okay, now, just before I unpause, so we've got a very small smattering of berries in here. And we do have some, as you can see, interspersed throughout the tree line. We don't have much. I don't think we actually have access to the other side where this small patch of berries are. There is no natural stairway to get up there. Aha, here's our berry patch. How could I have missed that? Go and get some berries up there. Then, of course, the other things we need 100%. Interestingly, what do we actually have access to? Not too much, that's great. Deep water pump, maximum depth 6. We can actually use this, for instance, we've got a lovely basin here. It'll be a small storage of water for us, which is actually really, really nice. But having access to it from the beginning is actually going to be very, very difficult. What we're going to do, we're going to start with a pump there. Let's go ahead and let's start this off at single. Hi to Claudius, Kia ora. How are you this morning? You're in New Zealand like me, you are up very early. We're going to go ahead at 1 speed. We're going to get these going. Let's go and put 2 more builders in there just for now to get things moving. And then we want some science, 100%. Let's get that ticking along. Is it kind of somewhere out the way I can stick these guys? I've kind of got an unirrigated patch here, but I'm not going to stick anything in there, so let's go and stick them up here for now. So how are you this morning? And that gets me some science coming in. What else am I after now before we get to the problems of our first great drought? Trying to get more water. Now, of course, do we start putting down a breeding pod? Let's start putting down a breeding pod. Because we are, although we don't have any houses, etc., probably are going to need to keep the beaver numbers up. Otherwise, we're going to suddenly find ourselves in a cycle or so with no beavers. And then we need to start looking at storage. Get some small tanks. It'd be storage priority number 1. I haven't told this guy to cut any trees. Told you I always forget that. Why is this? Oh, we've got tiny bits of ruin down here. That's interesting. We've got a very, very small amount of scrap metal. So I suppose if we use that very wisely, we will marked all those. We will manage to get things going quite nicely. Now, of course, we also then need some storage for berries. This I will place down here for now. And I think I'll place some housing roughly in the same area as well. Of course, for now, we're just trying to get going. We do have lots of zip lines, etc. to be playing with in fun times. Let's take a couple of builders off there. We'll push them to do things like pumping water or gathering berries. Much more important for me at this stage. Go up to 2 speed. We've got a nice idea and a nice cue of what's going on. Wow, we actually ran out of water. That was bad. We don't have any thirsty beavers, luckily, but we did actually run out of water. We did not have anybody pumping, and that's why we start on slow speed, ladies and gentlemen. So I can make these small mistakes, and they don't impact us. Should get a couple of kits grow up to full-fledged adults. Can't get materials. We should be able to get materials now. Have 3 people getting us logs. Those should be coming along very nicely. Going fast forward through the night. Go back down to 2 speed whilst things are actually happening during the day. All of our storage is coming along very nicely. Whoops, no, let's go and put you on a lower priority of workspace. You are a lower priority of workspace. Have them build other things first. And... alright, we have 1 person missing from a job, of course. Right, let's go ahead and pause this. You can go and get some science whilst wait for your storage to be built. I'm gonna pause this as well. Let's get someone else help build. Okay, breeding pod is up and running. Our water storage is up and running. A little bit late, but it's getting there. And I think for cutting off the water, we're gonna go and use this walkway I've got. What's the point with this walkway I've got? I've also got access to this patch of trees. So once we have started to thin these forests, I still have a lovely patch of oak trees as well over here, which is going to help massively, because it will mean a slightly bit more of a delay, basically. Or I have to worry about buying stairs and platforms and everything else, basically. There was a lot of blocked off areas that I am going to be able to flood eventually. But for now, all I'm trying to do is get our water and our food secure. We can get through the first drought. One guy making a science. It's not a huge amount of science, mind you. Here comes my first drought. And I think I've messed up because I simply don't have enough water coming in. Need to be water. 1 pump is by far not enough, so let's go and pause. So I should have lined this whole area with pumps. Now that I have blocked it off, this could be a very, very short run, ladies and gentlemen. We could be about to end immediately. I don't have anywhere... of course, I could... Wait, yes, I need to push it further inland. Oh, what am I doing? There's no water here. I'm being an idiot. There, we'll run out of water very quickly. What I need... my platform, which costs me planks to build. There's a whole new level of something else. To do that, I'm going to have to get myself a large power wheel. Costs me 100 logs. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so in 3 days we get a drought. Probably going to be very long. I'm going to need a lot more water. I was not prepared for this. That needs to be berries. And I need to get water all the way along here. Definitely not efficient. But it is necessary. Go and prioritize these workplaces. Well. Get these built. Go ahead and pause this for now. Although, in fact, no, let's just call it low priority. Going. I'm going to class you as low priority, because although we do, of course, love a bit of science, it's definitely not the thing that's going to get us through a drought. No available workers. We still have 3 kits. Love if they could grow up, you know, like all of them. Now, hey, one more grew up. Great timing. We have that drought coming up, and we're going to need a hell of a lot more than 19 water, I'll tell you that much. Hell of a lot more. This could be a very bad mess up in a very, very short playthrough. Three jobs of missing people. What are these 3 jobs? I'm going to pause you. Berries on the go. You're still going. You're still going. Ah, you'd be my 2 jobs missing, of course. I leave you guys going. That's all fine. Let's, woo, look at that water shooting up. That's what we needed just before the drought. I still don't know if it's going to be enough because we're going to be using a lot of water. A lot of water. I need to have been pumping this since the beginning and to be non-stop spamming these storage tanks. Well, I think the only thing we can do now is pray. And let's see how that goes. I imagine this is going to be a very long drought. These costs 15 logs. They're pretty expensive. We're getting more and more water. We're increasing the sizes of our storage. $200 be enough? I'm not hopeful. I mean, we take about 30 a day. I mean, I've got, what, 7 days at a push? 6 days worth of drought. We might just make it. Might just make it. And once the water actually disappears, we shall rearrange these guys are doing. Okay, so let's go earn some science. Let's put all 3 of our lumberjacks turned on. Now find 5 beavers with nothing to do. Try and get some more science on the go. We can use the drought periods to really push science up. So we're ready to go when we get things back. And I should probably look at my housing situation, if I'm perfectly honest. Inhabitants 10. Love. Beauty of Iron Teeth housing. Now, I don't know if I want to build it down here because I don't know if I'm going to flood the place. There's a fair chance that might happen. Go and build a couple, but wow, they cost 40 logs. Let's look at, I mean, we've got plenty of, you're actually out of things to do. Let's go and pause you. We've got nothing to do there. We still do have plenty of logs available on the map to chop down, so I'm not too worried about any of this. And I think I am going to have to build down here. Pause. For instance, our large power wheel. I think I'll try and squeeze it in here for now. And our lumber mill. Call that a priority. Let's get that built in. Oh, I have gone and beautifully blocked myself off. That was not very smartly done, was it? Let's go and remove that. We can simply rebuild it on the other side. And let us go and mark all of this for cutting. Sure, he has access to near enough all of it. Yeah. Has a lot of wood over there as well. That is a very nice source. Wow, we actually got hungry. We have 3 days left to go. Oh, I genuinely didn't think hunger was going to be the problem. So if we come to my food, obviously we have farmhouses. We have fermenters. Our good old kohlrabis, they're going to have to be down here for now. And that, I'm hoping, should... Although these take 3 days just to grow. These aren't really going to be solving our problem right now. Now prioritize this, please. See what we can keep doing. Calm down and take some tea. Unpause this. Not much, but hey, somebody's gonna get some berries. Now that food obviously didn't last very long, but it was food nonetheless. We're gonna... Alright, we'll repause him. Getting some kohlrabis planted. It's not really gonna solve our immediate hunger problem. But... Yep, hunger is getting bad. Oh, we can go and... You guys are going to be marked as low priority again. Oh, sorry, we are going. %, 13%, 40%. Okay, none of you guys are going to be coming up. Some of you guys may save me. Okay, no, it doesn't look too good. We're about to get like another 3 or 4 berries. Well, my hunger went down a smidge. Somebody got a berry. You of course pause. We don't want to put berries into you. However, have some kohlrabis on growth, but a little bit too little, too late. Our water lasted perfectly fine, so we've used about 100 water during a 6-day drought, which is a lot less than I thought. Yeah, this is a very difficult map terrain-wise. Because, for instance, you know, you haven't got big open areas ready for planting. You have to... You really do have to be a little bit... I don't know. I don't know if smart's quite the right word. Has he got broken teeth as well as being hungry? No, he's just hungry. .6 days. Kohlrabis halfway to growth. Let's check the most mature ones. 2/3 of the way to growth. Berries on 80%. You've got some planks. Some logs, I should say. Don't have a centralized storage for them yet. That's not really much of a problem because we have plenty of people taking them away to use them for building. I'll keep the science going. I do need to turn my water pumps on very shortly. Go and unpause you. You'll be getting another berry, hopefully at some point soon. Okay, none of those berries died. None of these should die either once this water comes back in. I suppose any of them were close to fruition, were they? No, not really. Okay, nobody has died of hunger yet. Our first kohlrabi turns up right now. Can we manage to stave off hunger? Nope. Nope. 3 dead. We're all dropping off. And we managed to pick like 1 kohlrabi plant. Come on, keep getting some more food. We've got to have some beavers survive this. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 due to hunger. I can go down to 1 anyway. Oh, my poor beavers. Okay, we are getting food. It's just not enough to stave off hunger yet. Oh, 1, 2, 3, we're down to 4 beavers. Oh, no, prioritize food. Prioritize food. Prioritize harvesting. We're down to 4 beavers. Can we come back from this? There's the question. We've got 1 there. We've got 2 working in here to obviously get ourselves some food. Got 1 working somewhere else. I'm guessing. So let's go and pause you. You're obviously all the way down. You can be paused. Paused. You can all be paused. I've still got 4 spots missing. Paused for now. I'll keep 1 lumberjack running potentially. Go and pause you. Hey, you can go down to 1 worker. Go and pause you. We don't actually need lumber for now. Oh, let's down to a 16-hour day. People can get some rest. Yes, let's get that turned back on. Okay, there was a chance we can pull back from this, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be difficult, and it's going to be a little bit extreme. We definitely need to grab ourselves another building pod. Let us... We have 1 builder. We have 1 person getting food, 1 person getting water, 1 builder, and 1 person getting berries. Why are you sat at home? That's pure laziness. Well, hey, that's up and running. Okay. Our beaver population will bounce back. In the meantime, we will start stockpiling some more food. A lot more food. Let's now prioritize planting. Put you up to 2 people. Let's put your priority down. We don't need a builder at this point. Let's get the growth coming back in. Now, of course, this should keep going throughout the drought, as it was placed in a measured area where the drought didn't affect it. Water should still be fine. We lost about 100 during the last drought, and of course now we have a lot less beavers. The additional berries coming in as well. Unpause that one. Let's go and unpause the other one. Collect the berries from this side. And something we will need is some kohlrabi storage. Which I am going to place down here. All of this is becoming a little bit higgledy-piggledy, if I'm not going to lie to you all. Becoming a bit of a mess. There's nobody actually around to build this. We do have the logs still in storage. We have our first kit reborn. Repopulating society. I'm going to go and take one person off this. They can come down and build our medium warehouse. Did I just go and... No, I didn't cut off his effective area. That's good. Although, I say I didn't cut it off yet. The warehouse isn't built. I may have just destroyed his effective area. That can be solved, though. He can just be moved into this corner. That, in fact, ends up being the case. Okay. Okay, we should survive. We should hopefully survive. Like I said, food is sorted. I'm actually going to briefly... This could be built during the drought. That's not a problem. Let's go and pump a bit more water for the last few hours. I suppose it would have made more sense to unpause this one on the left because it's actually closer to the... tanks. Whew. And pause now as well. Yeah, have to grab logs all the way from up there. We do now have kohlrabi storage, so our kohlrabi numbers can start going up. There you go, we've gone and grabbed a beautiful amount of water. Let us go and stock up on some lumber during the drought. And some food. Okay, we are actually making progress going forward. Doesn't look like great progress. We are actually making progress. Go and build some levees here. I don't know if this water gets high enough to flood over a dam, to be perfectly honest. I may just have to block it off here as well. I'm going to use one piece of dam because it costs more. And so what I really should put down by now as well is a large industrial pile, which is going to go just in here. 3, 4 logs. Let's start to centralize our log storage, because for instance, this guy is now full. If I go and pause him for a second, allow him to come here and work on this. We do now have 2 kits. We're up to a whole 6 beavers. We are slowly regrowing our population. Oh, apparently throwing them down anyway. Got 1 built. Whew. Okay, let's sit back, let's relax, and let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna call that the end of part 1, ladies and gentlemen. I think we finally stabilized. We took a massive step backwards, but I think we have stabilized, and we are now going to be able to keep moving forward. Let's go ahead and pause you, and let's go ahead and unpause you. Go up there and start getting some logs from up in that direction. So like I said, on that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of part 1. We are gonna claw our way back from near extinction. And so yes, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed part 1, and we will of course be moving on to part 2 for the streamers immediately. For those of you recording, we'll be able to see the episode in a couple of days.